Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at BNB, the Binance coin against USDT. I don't think we have taken a look at this before, but yeah, we're gonna do it. So I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Straight off the bat, jumping into the weekly chart, you can see that we're holding the 20 EMA perfectly as support, which is great. You can see that we dipped below the 20 EMA just a couple of times. We haven't even touched the 55 EMA yet, and we haven't touched it ever since August. Yeah, August 2020 is the last time we had a bounce off the 55 EMA. So what I would suggest doing is keep an eye on this 55 EMA, okay? And just look at it, and that's $272. Just be aware that you may, come back, bounce off of it, wick off the 55 EMA, and just, have that bounce up and start moving towards our next targets. But that is possible only if Bitcoin starts correcting harder. And we do drop down to the higher 30Ks, which I don't think is possible. We do have a nice support level at 43,200, I think. So basically, we were in a bear pennant on Bitcoin, and we were in a bear pennant on BNB. I think a lot of projects were in bear pennants right now, and pretty much they're playing out. And I'm gonna show you the targets for BNB right now. But so far on the weekly chart, we're doing good. We're not losing the 20 EMA. Once we start losing, you target the 55 EMA. Okay, it's simple as that. You break support, you lose support, you have targets towards the downside, and you break resistance, you get your targets towards the upside. Simple as that, okay? Now, let's bring up our fib. Okay, so I just turned off the log scale just so you can, just so we can see and focus a bit better on these patterns. So yeah, and this is if we use the logarithmic scale, the fibs do change. So take a look at this. As you can see, I turned off the logarithmic scales, and the fib levels uh, do change. As you can see, now we are on the log scale, and the previous fib levels are a lot higher up because of a logarithmic, scale that we have turned on this chart, which means that the targets are going to be a bit different and they're going to be a bit long term. So we do have a target of $2,271, and that is by the end of the bull market. I do expect us to come to this price over here, and this would be the second fib level on the Fibonacci retracement, okay? And I do honestly think that we can get there. BNB is burning coins constantly, so I think it's a no-brainer, okay? If Bitcoin can get to 100K, I think BNB can easily get to $2,000. That's just my personal opinion, not a financial advice by any means. So right now we're gonna switch off the logarithmic scale, and we're gonna take a look at the targets a bit more short term, and we do have a target of $1,173 on the second fib level, and this is not the logarithmic scale, okay? This is the standard scale. And if we take this symmetrical triangle that we're building over here, so we take from the peak of the triangle from the top where it was created to the bottom, and you place a breakout target wherever you think it is going to break out, and we basically get a target of this 1.618, and that is sitting at $991. So that is our second target, and I think this is really achievable, okay? We just have to find support, okay? So we are in this symmetrical triangle, and we're basically going in waves over here. So what I do think can happen is we can still bounce off this lower support level of this symmetrical triangle. And in a symmetrical triangle, you don't really have any bias towards the upside or the downside. It's either way, but since we are in a bull market, I do have bias towards the upside, okay? And if we did, obviously, if we did break down, okay, you take the same trend line, place it from the top to the bottom, and you look at your targets, and you're looking at 190, pretty much $190 per BNB token. And if that does happen, wow, what a place to get some BNB. Actually, no, that just takes you to the minus, right, range. Yeah, so that doesn't even make sense. I do apologize. Yeah. So if we did break down, you may see a rollover all the way to just below this resistance line, support line, and we may just fall on this previous support that we have over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that in as well. Yeah, I did forget that. Yeah, we went to the minus there. I do apologize. Okay, so yeah, if we do bottom out and Bitcoin starts coming back down to the 40K range, then look for these levels. $211, what a nice entry point, okay? The 0.236 sitting at $325 is something that I'm targeting as well. I do think we can get there if Bitcoin does start consolidating and starts making those lower lows. I think $330 on BNB is a nice entry point. And once we get closer to the apex of this symmetrical triangle, we're going to see a breakout towards the upside or the downside. Like I said, I'm a bit more biased towards the upside because we are in a bull market. One more level to keep an eye on is the 0.618 that we haven't been able to break through 2 times, okay? There we go, and that would be $510. We just can't seem to break through it because that is the golden ratio, okay? That is the 0.618. You want to take a look at that. That's the Telegram chat. I do apologize. And you want to take a look at this level. Once you see us close above it and open up a new candle above this resistance line, and we see a back test of support, then you're pretty much safe to take out new all-time highs, okay? That's how you know you need to break this golden ratio. As you can see, 1, 2, we just couldn't get through it, okay? And yeah, so this bear pennant is playing out as well over here. I do want to show you all possibilities. Okay, and you take the pole or the candle that took you down to the pennant and you place it at the breakdown target. So as you can see, we're breaking down, and if we place a target, that pretty much takes us down to this lower support level of the symmetrical triangle. So I would say look at the 0.236 on the fib and this lower support line. That would be your perfect entry point. Also, if you take a look at the Fibonacci retracement, just so you know where I placed it, I do apologize once again. From the top of this impulsive wave to the bottom over here, I do have the fib in reverse, so keep that in mind. Now, jumping into the 12-hour chart, we are forming a bearish cross on the 12-hour chart. So this could be confluence to the fact that we're going to carry out this bear pennant target towards the downside, okay? So keep that in mind. Look at this bear cross. And let's just look at the 100 EMA. Yeah, we're hitting our head on the 100 EMA. We can't get through it. And if we bring out the 200 EMA, we're pretty much holding it as support right now. But if we start losing it, I did give you your levels, guys. So take a look at those levels. Make sure you have your buy orders in. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the 12-hour chart. You can see that we have started bottoming out over here. We're getting overextended on the MACD. And I'm going to show you the daily RSI as well. Now on the daily RSI, you can see that we have been painting this beautiful, beautiful support over here. So if we take the trend line, there we go. So we had this beautiful 3 bounces, okay, from this support, and then we lost it, okay? We lost this as support. So what you can expect, or what can you look for, is for if we break this trend line on the daily RSI, we have a bounce from it, okay? And you buy the bounce of the RSI on the retest, the back test of support of this support turned into resistance, turned back to support, okay? Keep an eye on this trend line, okay? We may start hitting this trend line as resistance as well. But as you can see, the stochastic RSI is showing us that we have bottomed out, okay? We're pretty much in the floor right now, so this would be a nice entry point for Binance BNB. And I have started dollar cost averaging into BNB as well, but I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, by no means. And we're having the 20 EMA start coming back down, okay? And, whales have been buying Bitcoin through this dip, so I think it's safe to say that, the bull market isn't over. This is just a minor correction, and we do have usually these corrections after these strong moves towards the upside. and we're getting closer to the end of the year. And usually when we get closer to the end of the year, we have a little dip. Well, not a little dip, a 20-25% dip, and then we go parabolic. And yeah, on the 4-hourly chart, a bearish cross is playing out as well. And yeah, we constantly keep hitting our head on the 4-hourly 20 EMA, and we wanna break it as resistance and retest it as support. Okay, so yeah, look for all the support levels that I gave you guys. That's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.